It's rolling?
Yeah.
Alright, I just wanted to take a moment to talk about this oil painting I made of Joey Armstrong. Get a shot of it. He's going into a gas chamber, or it's a cage, where pigs are sort of like harried into this cage, which gets lowered into poisonous gas. And if that sounds totally horrific, if you find yourself in the place of the pig, then that's because it is. Because, you know, we like to think that we have all these differences, and, you know, like, oh, that person's a different race to me, oh, that person's a different gender to me, oh, that person's a different animal to me. But at the end of the day, it's just like, that person wants to be happy. That animal wants to be happy. That lady wants to be happy. That woman, that man, whether it's Indian or African or whatever, you know, everyone wants to be happy. And everyone can be happy. And everyone has a right to be happy and not to be fucking killed when they're 5 months old. Because that's how old pigs are when they're forced into these fucking chambers and killed. And to say a pig or a chicken or anything is lesser than you is about just as ugly as saying a black man is lesser than a white man, because everyone's trying to be happy, and everyone's got a right to be happy, and everyone's got a right to be able to enjoy their lives here without getting forced into a fucking gas chamber. And, you know, this should be obvious. This should be so obvious. Because all I'm saying isn't based on ideas and concepts in the mind. It's based on things in the heart that you feel when you look at another person or another creature, and you don't see this, that, or the other. You see something like you, and you see the life force that has a fucking right to enjoy itself here. And what Mr. Armstrong did was put himself in fucking direct harm's way to expose this. Because people are told, don't think about where it's coming from. And Mr. Armstrong says, fuck that. They need to know that this food, if you could call it that, is based on atrocity. And we're better than this, goddammit. Because if you come into this life, you feel in your bones that peace and kindness and helping each other is good. You just know that. You don't need to go to college for 4 years to learn that. You know it. And you know too that suffering and cruelty and getting another being, I'm not even going to say what species it is, but another individual, and putting into a gas chamber and shooting it in the head if it doesn't go into a gas chamber, it's a complete moral failure. And I spoke to the AI, and it says if we take 5 years and we stop putting government subsidies of taxpayer money into atrocities, and we put it into like cracking cultured beef and cultured pork and stuff that doesn't have a victim, that tastes exactly the same, it will take 5 years to replace this product and have something that tastes exactly the same, that doesn't have an individual like you or me scared out of their fucking mind realizing that everything's going to end for them in the next 30 seconds. Because that is a heavy thought. That's an ugly thought. And it's a thought that I've known, that just, this could be it. And it's not pretty. It's not a pretty thing to sit with. Just, this could be it. And you can look at Mr. Armstrong's face, because he's trying to retrieve the hidden camera, and for his film Pignorant, which I'd highly recommend anyone watching this video to watch. And he hears this clank in the machinery that the cabin might go down and rip his effing arm off. And you just see it, like that, if you look at it. You can see that fear in his eyes of just like, shit, it could be over for me. And that's exactly what the pigs must feel. And if you have this sort of feeling of, fuck, I wouldn't like to be in that, I would not like to be in that. And of course the pigs feel that. And so there's nothing else to say except this is unjustifiable and unacceptable. And humanity is better than this. And I know humanity is better than this because I've seen how wonderful we can be. I've seen that this gentleman has risked his life to end an atrocity. You see it in every child's smile, you see it in every person's smile, you see it in every kind and supportive and encouraging word that humanity has a capacity for nobility, and humanity has a capacity for peace and kindness, and we don't want to be living in a society where we're just fucking killing children of other species en masse, which is accelerating the mass extinction of life on this planet. There has to be a better way, and the best way to avoid eating things that come from an animal, because for every animal product there's a victim. Doesn't mean you're an asshole if you eat meat or milk. It just means know where it's coming from and just try to cut back and just try to cut down on all this horrific products, and we can find alternatives that don't have to have a fucking holocaust, and we can turn good. We can save the rhino, we can save the tiger, we can save the whale, we can save the Amazon rainforest, but if we just say we don't have a problem, keep on business as usual, we will lose all of those things. So, got a bit of a limited window to get on this, and I fucking hope that we do. Thank you for watching.